The Spurs just declared war on the NBA, and every team is shaking. Or a slightly punchier version. Spurs take over the NBA. Who's ready to stop them?
The Spurs prove to the world what I've been preaching for the last 2 to 3 weeks, that they're legit title contenders.
They're on their heels. They're playing great basketball.
Let me tell you, those to me are big words. That is Brian Windhorst telling us that Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle and all those kids, those babies in San Antonio are ready to make that mammoth leap all the way to the NBA Finals this year.
The San Antonio Spurs were supposed to take their time rebuilding. They had a young team, a special talent in Victor Wembanyama, and fans expected it would take a few years before they became good again. Most people thought they would slowly improve over time. But this season changed everything. Instead of a quiet rebuild, the Spurs have become one of the most exciting teams in the NBA right now. People aren't just watching them for the future anymore. They are watching because they are winning now. Wembanyama has been incredible, showing skills that don't even seem real for a big man. But the biggest surprise is how the whole team is playing together around him. De'Aaron Fox brings speed that makes the game faster and puts pressure on defenses. Stephon Castle adds toughness and strong defense. Devin Vassell plays smoothly on offense and keeps things balanced. And rookie Dylan Harper has stepped up faster than anyone expected. When you look at all of this together, the Spurs no longer look like a rebuilding team. They look like a real threat that other teams are starting to worry about. This is no longer about potential. It's happening right now. The Spurs aren't waiting for the future. They are building it today. Every NBA season has a moment when a young team suddenly becomes dangerous. That moment has come for the Spurs. People are no longer talking about development. Now they are asking if this team can make a deep playoff run right now. The Spurs are second in the Western Conference with a 43-16 record. They are just behind the Oklahoma City Thunder and are on an 11-game winning streak. Music, this kind of success doesn't happen by chance. Even more impressive, the Spurs have already beaten the top team in the West, the Oklahoma City Thunder, multiple times this season, showing they can compete with the best. It doesn't stop there. Just recently, they also beat the Eastern Conference leaders, the Detroit Pistons, proving they can take on top teams from both conferences. Wins like these are what make the whole NBA start paying attention. Anyone who watches their games closely can see it. This team is built the right way. Their system works, the foundation holds under pressure, and the core players fit together naturally, creating real problems for opponents every night. Victor Wembanyama leads the team, surrounded by De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, and a supporting cast that knows their roles perfectly. Each player brings something unique, and instead of holding anyone back, everyone is improving together. The whole team is leveling up, making the Spurs stronger than ever.
So when you look at Vassell, De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Harrison Barnes, all of those guys are two-way players. And so when you're able to throw multiple bodies at a young superstar like Cade Cunningham and mix it up, then all of a sudden we get the result.
No, it's a media dream.
Yes, it is.
Gets to the finals. Everybody in media wants it. We're talking about an anomaly in the NBA Finals, a 7-6 guy. The chances of that happening, I think, are probable. It's okay.
You can see it in how well the team works together. Music, you can see it in their tough defense. You can see it in how they feed off each other's energy, play after play. The scariest part for the rest of the league? This might just be the beginning. The Spurs are quietly building something big, a team that could dominate the Western Conference for years if they keep improving. Before looking at what each player does, you have to understand the system this team, Music, has built. On paper, the roster might look like a mix of talent: Victor Wembanyama, a generational talent De'Aaron Fox, a proven all-star Stephon Castle. A promising young guard. Victor Wembanyama doesn't need to handle the ball every possession because De'Aaron Fox is already slicing through defenses with explosive speed. Fox doesn't have to worry about guarding the opponent's best perimeter scorer because Stephon Castle specializes in that role. Castle also doesn't have to carry the playmaking load. That's where Dylan Harper comes in, calmly reading defenses and delivering precise passes to keep the offense moving. Harper himself doesn't need to score 20 points every night because the team shares the scoring load. Everyone contributes. Everyone stays involved. That's what makes the Spurs system so smart. It maximizes each player's strengths while protecting areas they are still developing. Players aren't forced into roles they're uncomfortable with. They dominate in their natural lane. When 4 or 5 players operate at that level without stepping on each other's toes, the offense becomes extremely hard to defend. Defensively, the Spurs are just as dangerous. Take one player out of the equation, and another instantly fills the gap. Focus on Wembanyama. Fox is already sprinting coast to coast before the defense is set. Try to stop Fox's drives. The ball goes to the 7'4" Wembanyama, who can see over everyone and create something out of nothing. Even if both options are slowed down, Castle is ready to attack gaps and finish plays inside the offense. And when the game gets chaotic, Harper quietly takes control, slows things down, and restores order so the Spurs can run their sets again. That's the nightmare defenses face night after night, that there's no perfect way to stop the Spurs. Every adjustment by defense creates a new problem, and every coverage opens another gap. The biggest threat, the one every team fears, has a name: Victor Wembanyama. This season, Wembanyama is putting up numbers that already look insane. About 24 points, 11 rebounds, and nearly 3 blocks per game. He's shooting nearly 50% from the field and around 35% from 3. Those stats are impressive on their own, but considering he's been under minutes restriction much of the season, they're downright unbelievable. But stats alone don't capture the chaos he brings. Wembanyama doesn't just score, he changes the whole game every time he's on the court. When he has the ball, spacing tightens, help defenders shift too early, rotations get rushed, and small mistakes turn into full breakdowns. The game speeds up for the defense but slows down for him. Casual viewers might not notice how methodical he is. When he catches the ball at the elbow, what you could call his work desk, he stays calm and patient, daring the defense to make a move. Defenders start overthinking. Do we help? Do we give him space? Do we switch? By the time they decide, it's too late. If defenders crowd him, he drops a perfect pass to a cutter. If they give him space, he rises for a mid-range shot or casually hits a 3. Multiple defenders collapse. He's already seen the opening and delivered the pass before anyone can react. Wembanyama doesn't just score, he makes the whole Spurs offense run smoother and turns defenses upside down. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, share it with fellow NBA fans, and subscribe so you don't miss more deep dives like this.